What's good, YouTube? How's it going? And today, Manuel.
Not little, big, but it's how to be yourself.
The cancer, bro. My bad. I have cancer.
So, I'm gonna give you guys a quick story. 3 years ago, I used to be nervous, worry about what other people think of me, how they look at me, if they think I'm strong or weak, all that stuff. Like, it really used to be a big thing of other people's point of views, but my point of view was just stoned to dust, and I completely forgot about that. And it left me, and COVID had to do a lot with a lot of that. But anyways,
So, me, same thing. Pretty much. Very antisocial. I was always like caring about what people think about me. And yeah, I was like, fucking had no confidence in myself. Yeah, that's it.
yeah. So, the step one of how to be yourself is to first be yourself. What's your beliefs? What do you do? What beliefs did you have since you were a child? Like, did you believe in a God? Did you have all this stuff?
So, just reflect on what you believe in, you know? Just like, yo, like if, let's say, I'm reflecting, yo, so I believe that I'm a loser. Like, I should change that, you know? Look into what you believe in and then see, like, the outcome, like, the effect, like, the beliefs you have, you know?
Yeah.
Basically, you know what I'm trying to say. Your beliefs have an effect on you, right? Just, like, see what the effects are. That's it.
Alright. Number two, let go of negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, manifest as negative self-talk. So basically, limit the fucking manifest as negative talk, but positive talk.
So kind of like, let's say you're having a bad day, right? You really don't look into the good things that you've done. You only like, oh, I'm fucking this, my day is fucked.
Oh.
You're always like saying bad things, you know? You're never saying good things. So limit the bad things. Like, yes, the bad things, yes, it helps you reflect on yourself and see like when you're in the wrong, what you need to improve. But like, if you're constantly doing it, you're never really gonna get to like live and experience happiness.
Yeah. Step three, focus on your strengths. So what I mean by this is that let's say some guy is fucking has 200 IQ, right? And you don't even go to school. Like, let's say you're out of school, I mean, and some fifth grader is smarter than you in like space or some shit. Why would you focus on that when you never even liked the space? For example, I never really liked soccer. Why would I focus on when other people are better than me at that sport? Like, why would I care? That's not my strength. That's not who I am.
Okay. So
It's kind of like a fish.
basically, just like what you gotta do, like, don't focus on your weaknesses. Instead, make your strengths stronger.
Yeah.
Like, if you're, let's say, you're good at this, why not perfect it and make it stronger?
Exactly. Like,
That was a good quote I just
Yeah.
made. That was fucking dope.
I'm gonna quote that right there. Number 4. Stop living in the past.
My man, listen to that shit right now. What he gotta say, fucking important.
If you focus on the past, you're gonna be the same. Same exact thing you were 2015. But if you focus on the future, you will be
Not
the fucking...
That is true. That is true what you just said. Let me correct you there. You will be fucking like top shit. But you can't always focus on the future, bro.
Why?
Because if you're always focusing on the future and you're not really focusing in the past and how to get to that future, you're only like, oh, I want to be a millionaire. I see myself as a millionaire, and you're not really focusing in the past. I mean, in the present, like right now, what's going on. You're just manifesting it like to come true. You really need to put in the work.
Right now is the future.
No,
Yes.
tomorrow is the future. Right
What
now,
we do right now is the future.
like a second ago, that's the past.
Oh yeah. Like that, yeah.
Tomorrow is gonna be the future too. In a couple hours is the future.
Yeah.
You really can't escape the future. The future always happens.
But you
It's
can.
happening right now as you're watching the video.
Yeah. So, number 6. Be open to change. I mean, number 5. Stop caring about what others think of you. Okay? If you care about what others think of you, you will never grow. You want to know why? Because there's always going to be a boundary of what other people think of you, and it's just going to make you stop doing it.
That is true. Like, if you're gonna sit there, I mean, not sit there, whatever. You're like, if you're gonna think, like, yo, like, oh, this guy thinks like I'm a fucking like loser. That's true, you know. Like, oh, this guy thinks I'm bad at this. Like, oh, these people like fucking telling me like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. You're really only like living for the people, you know. You're just living for them, not yourself. Like, you only care what they say, but you don't really care what you think.
Yes. Number 6, be open to change. If you're not open to change, you can never evolve. Cavemen, they were open to change. Everybody was open to change. COVID, everybody was open to change, wearing masks. If you're not open to change, you will never evolve.
Open to change, right? You need to be, like, always seeking improvement. Every day you want to change, even if it's like slightest bit. Change how your appearance, change the way you think. Every fucking day you want to do that.
So, number 7. I mean, yeah. Express yourself and don't let others sculpt you the bad way, but the good way.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain the bad way. So, look, everybody has a fucking influence on everybody. Whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, whether it's your coach, whether it's a stranger. Everybody, slightest bit, has an influence on you. Everything you do, everything you see, has an influence on you. You know, so, let's say you're hanging out with fucking friends, smoking weed. They're like, yo, come on, like, hit this. That was fucking the best shit you ever had, you know. Like, you're gonna get influenced to do like the shit they do. But if you, let's say, hanging out with millionaires, right? It's basically, have you ever heard, show me who your friends are and I'll show you your future? Like, see your environment. Look into who you really talk to, who you spend your time with, you know? Because it really sculpts you in a way that you don't really see it sculpting you, you know? The way you think, the way you do things, you know?
It's in a way kind of like human evolution. People needed to do different things based on who they're around, where they're at, you know? But a good example of that is DeBella. He was kickboxing fucking champ, man. This guy's fucking it. What he did was he was sculpted the good way. What I mean by that is that the way he was sculpted was his father put good influences on him, good things, becoming a fighter, wanting to be strong, all this stuff, showing him the goal.
Can I ask you something? How is it human evolution?
How is it human evolution? Because back then, right?
How's
People would do what
no.
other people did, right?
I mean, no. Human evolution is evolving, like
I know, but
physically.
our minds adapt to anything. So if we're all around people that vape and we vape, that's human evolution. Everybody's doing that. It's
That's
not literally.
That's society.
It's not literally human evolution,
That's
guys.
society, my friend.
No, there's still evolution in it.
There's no evolution. Evolution is changing.
Yeah, changing. You're changing, physically or mentally. There's always change.
It's
Same way matter
it's not
changes,
really
right?
how human evolution.
Alright, so what is it then?
It's like how the society evolves you and sculpts, you know, into like, let's say people say, oh, Kanye is a fucking Nazi. Fuck this guy.
Human
you know?
changing. That's all I said.
No. I'm not saying you're wrong. Like, I'm saying elaborate. So, let's say like everybody say, yo, Kanye's this, Kanye's that. Like, fuck this guy. Like, let's say Andrew Tate, Andrew Tate. They're hating Kanye because he's a Nazi, and then they're influencing his fans, like the people that don't like him, the other people to not like him. You know, his fans to not like him. It's basically like Andrew Tate, right? Somebody started hating Andrew Tate. People started hating on him, and then you go around and ask people, "Do you like Andrew Tate?" They're like, "No." Why? Oh, he's a misogynist. They don't even know what the fuck that means. It's how the society affects you and sculpts you. You know, like it could be in a good way, it could be in a bad way, and he's gonna give a good way right now. Like, there's a fighter right here. We're gonna post 2 pictures, me and him, and Manuel and him. His name is DiBella. He just won 1 championship title. Biggest underdog. Fucking debut of the year. Fucking fight of the year.
And you know why he's the
Great
fighter
guy.
of the year? Because he had a good influence.
His dad.
His dad. He grew up not having to worry about finding himself because he took it from his dad. He's like, wow, this guy, I must take stuff from him because look at him and look at me. I'm learning from him, so I'm gonna keep on going at it. And then eventually he sets the goal of becoming a fighter, which he is, and he's at right now. But do you really think if he had a bad dad, he would really go to his goal?
I mean,
Think of that.
that's actually a good point you just brought up.
But
'Cause
they're
look,
still friends, you know. But like a dad, right?
Look, listen. There's an example. So, a guy, right? A rich guy, and an alcoholic. Right? They asked the rich guy, "Why are you rich?" He's like, "My dad was an alcoholic." Then they asked the alcoholic, "Why are you an alcoholic?" "My dad was an alcoholic." Yes, in a way, it's an influence. But if you take it in a bad way, like the alcoholic, he saw like, oh, he's an alcoholic. I'm just gonna like do what my dad does, you know. He's like, oh, you know. So I'm just gonna try drinking and shit. And then if you look at the rich guy, he's like, yo, my dad's a fucking alcoholic. I hate my fucking life. I'm not trying to end up like him. And he goes and fucking gets what he wants. He becomes fucking rich.
Yeah. So that's basically everything on how to be yourself. Peace out, guys. See you guys in the next video.
Have
We're
a
out.
good one. Peace, boys.